The gold card gleamed on my desk, its edges catching the lamplight in my Seattle apartment. I'm Calliope, 29, a freelance graphic designer, logos, websites, a quiet empire built from late nights and coffee. It's not riches, but it's mine, enough for rent, my cat Juniper, and a promise to my sister Thalia. She's 23, dreamy, stuck under our parents' thumb, Elias and Margot. The card held $50,000, saved for her dream trip to Greece, a gift I'd vowed after years of their neglect. My phone buzzed. Thalia. Cal, you sure about this? It's a lot. Positive, I said, smiling. You deserve it, freedom, Santorini, all of it. Thanks, she said, soft. They'd never. I know, I said. That's why I did. Growing up, Elias and Margot loaded me with duty, bills, chores, while Thalia got coddled. My first paycheck at 16? Family fund. Thalia's art prize? A party. I'd clawed my way out, college loans, no help while they leaned. Now I'd give her wings they'd never fund. The doorbell rang sharp. I opened it. Margot, her coat dripping rain, Elias behind her, smug. Calliope, she said, stepping in. We need to talk. About? I asked, arms crossed. The card, Elias said, eyeing it. Thalia told us, 50 grand? That's ours. Yours. I laughed, cold. I saved that for her trip. Selfish, Margot snapped. Hoarding while we struggle? We took it, punishment. Took. My stomach dropped. I grabbed my phone, checked the account, empty, $50,000 gone, transferred yesterday. You stole it? Family money, Elias said. Thalia's trip's canceled, she doesn't need it. I stared, rage boiling. That's mine, years of work. For her? Too late, Margot said, smirking. It's spent, debts, upgrades. You'll manage. They left, Juniper hissing at their heels. I sank, the card a hollow shell. 50 grand, my sweat, my gift, stolen, mocked. They'd taken before, my savings, my time, but this? Thalia's dream, my trust, shredded. Called Thalia, voice shaking. They took it, 50 grand gone. What? She gasped. Cal, no, I didn't. I know, I said. They did. I'll fix this, she said. I swear. No, I said, steel forming. I will. The apartment creaked, my resolve sharpening. They thought I'd bend, always had. I'd built this life without them, pixels, grit, pride. Now they'd pay, not just cash, but everything. I whispered to Juniper, they'll regret this. The fight was on, and I'd win it my way. The rain hammered my window, Juniper purring on my lap as I stared at the empty account. $50,000 vanished. My parents' words, punishment, family money, cut deeper than the loss. I'd built that fund, late-night gigs, skipped meals, for Thalia's escape, not their greed. Elias and Margot had drained me before, rent at 18, loans never repaid, but this was theft, bold and cruel. Called my bank, voice tight. 50 grand transferred yesterday. I didn't authorize it. Card access, the rep said. Someone had your PIN. Margot. She'd seen me use it, Christmas, a family dinner I'd paid for. I hung up, fury rising. They'd planned this, Thalia's slip, their grab. I'd given everything, time, cash, while they propped her up, ignored me. Now they'd crossed me and I'd sting back. My phone buzzed, Elias. Calliope, don't fuss. It's done, debts paid, new car. Car. I snapped. That's my money for Thalia. She's fine, he said. You're dramatic, always hoarding. Hoarding. I laughed, bitter. I worked. You stole. Family, he said. Get over it. I hung up, trembling. Family. I'd built my life, designs, deadlines while they leaned. Thalia's trip, her sketches of Greece, her hope, was mine to give, not theirs to take. Thalia called, crying. Cal, they told me, new furniture, a car. I didn't know. I believe you, I said. But they'll pay. How? She asked, small. Watch, I said, a plan sparking. I opened my laptop, emails piling, clients, contracts. I'd clawed this career. $50,000 wasn't just cash, it was years. They thought I'd fold like always. Chores at 12, bills at 16, silence. Not now. I'd built this without them, and I'd break them the same way. Margot texted, stop whining. It's ours now. I typed, you'll beg for it back. No reply. Good. Let them stew. The sting was fresh, betrayal, not just theft. They'd mocked my work, Thalia's dream. I'd make it cost, every cent, every lie. Juniper nuzzled me warm. We'll win, I whispered. The rain fell, and I sharpened my sting. They'd feel it, not today, but soon. The apartment smelled of ink and coffee, my drafting table littered with sketches, logos half done, a lifeline to my sanity. The gold card sat empty, a taunt, $50,000 stolen, Thalia's dream gutted. Elias and Margot thought I'd roll over, always had. I'd drawn a line now, sand shifting under my feet, but firm. Called my friend Nico a hacker with a conscience. They took 50 grand, my card, my pin. Shit, he said. Parents? That's low. Lower than you think, I said. Can you trace it? Give me a day, he said. They're screwed. Thanks, I said, hope flickering. Thalia arrived, eyes red, clutching a sketchbook. Cal, she said. I confronted them, yelled, begged. They laughed. Laughed. I said, rage simmering. At you. At us, she said. Said you're selfish, hiding money. Selfish, I echoed, cold. I saved for you, they stole. I know, she said, hugging me. What now? We fight, I said. Nico's tracing it, proof. She nodded, fierce. I'm in. My phone buzzed, Margot. Calliope, drop this tantrum. Money spent, cars ours. Tantrum, I said. That's theft, my work. Yours, she laughed. Families. Grow up. No, I said. You'll grow broke. I hung up, the line drawn. I'd built this, designs, nights, grit, while they took. Thalia's trip, her joy was mine to give, not theirs to burn. They'd crossed me and I'd push back hard. Nico texted, found it, transfers, accounts. Dumbass didn't hide shit. Perfect, I replied. Next. Police, he said. Fraud's fraud. I sat, Juniper purring. Police. They'd mocked me, chores at 10, duty at 15, my savings family. Now $50,000, my blood, bought their car. I'd built my life without them, and I'd draw this line, sharp, unyielding. Thalia squeezed my hand. They'll hate this. Good, I said. They'll hate more. I whispered, you're mine, not theirs. The sand held, and I'd stand on it. Their theft was done, my fight began. The police station smelled of dust and regret, fluorescent lights buzzing over Nico's laptop. He sat beside me, files open, transfers, timestamps, $50,000 sliced from my account to Elias and Margot's. Thalia paced, her sketchbook clutched, while I faced Officer Durand, her badge glinting. Calliope, she said, this is clear, unauthorized withdrawal, fraud. You're pressing charges. Yes, I said, steady. They stole it for my sister's trip. Parents, she said, eyebrow up. Rough. Rougher for them, I said. They called it punishment. She nodded, typing. Evidence is solid. Arrests today. My phone buzzed. Elias. Calliope, what's this cop at our door? Consequences, I said cold. You took 50 grand. Family, he shouted. You're insane. No, I cut in. You're thieves. Enjoy jail. I hung up, the blade sharp, evidence my work, their greed exposed. I'd built this life, pixels, sweat, pride, while they drained me. Thalia's trip, her sketches, her hope, stolen, mocked. Now they'd face it, cuffs and all. Thalia stopped, eyes wide. They're arrested? Soon, I said. Nico's proof's iron. She hugged me, trembling. I'm sorry, Cal. Not you, I said. Them. Margot called, voice shrill. Calliope, stop this. We're at the station, bail us. Bail. I laughed, dark. You spent my money, rot there. We'll pay, she cried. Please. Too late, I said. You drew this blade. I hung up, junipers per a distant hum in my mind. They'd taken my teens, my cash, called it duty. Now $50,000, my gift, bought their car, their lies. I'd built my world without them, and this blade-proof law would cut deep. Nico grinned. They're toast, accounts frozen. Good, I said. Thalia's next. I whispered, you'll bleed for this. The evidence gleamed, and I'd wield it. Their theft was ash, my line held. The apartment glowed with dusk, Juniper batting a yarn ball as I sipped tea. Thalia sat across, sketching, grease fading, her hands steady. My phone buzzed, Officer Durand. Calliope, they're booked, fraud, theft. Bail's $20,000 each. They've got nothing, I said. Let them sit. Court's next, she said. Your call. Push it, I said. All the way. I hung up, chains tightening, Elias and Margot cuffed, their smugness gone. I'd built this, designs grit, while they took 50 grand, my sweat, Thalia's dream stolen, called punishment. Now they'd wear guilt, heavy and cold. Thalia looked up, soft. Cal, they called, begging me to beg you. And I asked, eyebrow up. No, she said, fierce. They did this. Good, I said, smiling. You're free. My phone rang, Elias, jail line crackling. Calliope, he rasped. We're sorry, bail us. Sorry, I said, cold. You stole my work, her trip. We'll repay, he cried. Please. No, I said. You repay in chains. I hung up, their guilt ripe. $50,000 on a car, furniture, lies. I'd given, bills at 17, silence, while they crowned her. Now they begged, and I'd built this blade, evidence, law, to bind them. Margot texted, dying here, help. I typed, you died when you took it. No reply. Perfect. Their chains, court shame, clanked loud. I'd clawed my life, clients' nights, without them. Thalia's dream, my gift, stolen, now my weapon. Nico called. Counts seized, cars impounded. They're broke. Sweet, I said. Thalia's fund? Working it, he said. Bank slow. Push, I said. She flies soon. I whispered, you'll feel this. The guilt was theirs, chains mine to pull. Their throne fell, my stand rose. Courtrooms smelled of polish and tension, wood creaking under my boots. I sat beside Thalia, Nico behind us, while Elias and Margot slumped across, orange jumpsuits, eyes sunken. The judge, a stern man with gray hair, flipped files, my $50,000, their theft, Nico's proof. Calliope Voss, he said, your statement. I stood, voice steady. They stole 50 grand, my savings for Thalia's trip. Called it punishment. I built that year's work while they took. I want it back and them punished. He nodded, eyes on them. Mr. and Mrs. Voss? Elias stood, trembling. We're sorry, family money, we thought. Thought. Cut in sharp. You spent it, car debts. My money. Enough, the judge said. Evidence. Nico slid files, transfers, PIN logs. Unauthorized withdrawal, fraud. Their lawyer fumbled. They're struggling, intended to repay. Repay. I laughed, cold. They laughed at us. The judge banged his gavel. Guilty, fraud, theft. 6 months restitution, $50,000 plus fees. Margot wailed, Elias sank. I smiled dark, the hammer fell my line held. I'd built this, designs, grit, while they drained me. Thalia's trip, my gift, stolen, now their noose. Thalia hugged me, tears hot. Cal, you did it. We did, I said. You're next. Sighed, Elias called, voice faint. Calliope, forgive us, jail's hell. Hell, I said. You made mine. Stay there. I hung up, the hammer's echo sweet. They'd taken my youth, my cash, called it duty. Now $50,000, my blood, cost them freedom. I'd built my world without them, in this court my hammer smashed theirs. Nico grinned. Banks refunding, slow but coming. Good, I said. She flies soon. I whispered, you're done. The hammer struck, and I stood tall. Their theft was ash, my justice gleamed. The apartment glowed with dawn, Juniper napping as I booked Thalia's flight. Santorini, $50,000 clawed back from the bank. Elias and Margot rotted in jail, their car sold, accounts dust. Thalia packed beside me, sketchbook alive, grease blooming on every page. My phone buzzed, Margot, prison line faint. Calliope, she sobbed. We're broken, help us. Broken? I said cold. You broke me, stole 50 grand. We'll change, she cried. Please. No, I said. You changed my trust. Burn. I hung up, their pride ash, Elias's swagger, Margot's grip gone. I'd built this, logos, nights, while they took. Thalia's trip, my gift, stolen, now their ruin. They'd mocked me, duty at 14, family at 20. Now their ashes fed my fire. Thalia smiled soft. Cal, I'm free because of you. Always, I said. They're not. Elias texted, sick, bail us. I typed, you bailed on me. Die there. No reply. Good. Their pride, $50,000 on lies, burned out. I'd clawed my life, clients, grit, without them. Thalia's dream, my vow, rose from their dust and I'd stoked the flames. Nico called. Funds cleared, 50 grand yours. Perfect, I said. She's off. Proud, he said. They're toast. I sat, Juniper purring. They'd taken my savings, my silence, called it theirs. Now jail held them, their thrown ash. I'd built my stand, pixels, steel, and their fall was mine, sweet, complete. Thalia hugged me fierce. You're my hero. No, I said, smiling. Just me. I whispered, you're nothing now. The ashes settled and I rose, strong, unbowed. The airport buzzed, Thalia's suitcase rolling as I checked her in. Santorini tomorrow. Juniper waited at home, my apartment quiet, victory loud. $50 back, Elias and Margot jailed. My phone rang, Elias' voice cracked. Calliope, he begged, we're starving, help. Starving, I said cold. You starved Thalia's dream, 50 grand. We're sorry, he rasped. Release us. No, I said. You released my trust. Beg harder. I hung up their plea dust, Margot's grip, Elias's crown shattered. I'd built this design's grit while they took. Thalia's trip, my gift, stolen now their chains. They'd leaned, bills at 16 duty while I stood. Now they groveled and I walked away. Thalia grinned, boarding pass in hand. Cal, they called me, crying. And I asked, eyebrow up. Said no, she said. You taught me. Good, I said. Fly free. Margot texted, dying, save us. I typed, you died stealing. Goodbye. No reply. Perfect. Their plea, pride's price, rang hollow. I'd clawed my life, nights, pixels without them. Thalia's dream, my vow, flew tomorrow, their beggars cry my music. Nico texted, they're begging everyone, pathetic. Sweet, I replied. Let them rot. I hugged Thalia, her eyes bright. Cal, you're everything. No, I said. You are. A memory hit, Elias's family needs, my drained accounts. I'd built my own work steal while they crowned her. Now their plea, $50,000 lost, fed my triumph and I'd let it burn. I whispered, you're gone. The plea faded and I stood, Thalia's wings mine to give. The airport glowed with dawn, Thalia's plane boarding, Santorini, her sketchbook tucked under her arm. I stood by the gate, $50,000 restored, Elias and Margot's cries a distant echo. My phone buzzed, Margot jail line faint. Calliope, she sobbed, we're nothing, save us. Nothing, I said calm. You made me nothing, stole 50 grand. We'll repay, she cried. Please. No, I said. You repaid with theft. Fly away. I hung up her whale cut, Elias's grip, Margot's shine, dust. I'd built this, logo's grit, while they drained me. Thalia's trip, my gift, stolen, now her freedom, my crown. They'd taken my youth, my cash, called it duty. Now she flew and they sank. Thalia hugged me fierce. Cal, I'm scared, happy but scared. You'll soar, I said. I've got you. She boarded, waving, her smile mine. My phone rang, Elias. Calliope, we're sick, help. Sick, I said cold. You made me sick, 50 grand gone. Sorry, he rasped. Anything. No, I said. You're nothing. Goodbye. I hung up, their freedom gone, jail, shame, my hammer. I'd clawed my life, nights, designs without them. Thalia's flight, my vow, lifted, their fall, my wind. Nico called. She's off. Yes, I said. They're begging, ignored. Queen, he said. They're ash. I smiled, juniper waiting. They'd mocked, duty at 12, family while I built. Now Thalia flew, $50,000 back, and their cries, pride's price, fed my peace. Thalia texted, on the plane, love you. Love you, I replied. Live it. I whispered, you're free. The flight rose and I stood, their ruin mine, her wings my gift. The apartment glowed with twilight, juniper purring as I sketched, a logo sharp mine. Thalia's postcard arrived, Santorini, blue domes, her words, Cal, I'm alive, thank you. 50 grand restored, Elias and Margot jailed, 6 months in, begging still. My phone buzzed, Elias' voice faint. Calliope, he rasped, we're dying, save us. Dying, I said calm. You killed my trust, 50 grand. We're sorry, he cried. Please. No, I said. You drew this line. Wear it. I hung up, their crown ash, Margot's grip, Elias's throne gone. I'd built this, pixels, grit, pride, while they took. Thalia's trip, my gift, stolen, now her flight, my triumph. They'd leaned, Bill's duty while I stood. Now my lines, steel sharp, held and they fell. Nico arrived, grinning. Clients love you, business is up. Good, I said. Thalia's free, they're not. He handed me coffee. They're begging, street trash now. Perfect, I said. My crown. A memory hit, Margot's family first, my drained savings. I'd built my own, work Thalia steal while they crowned her. Now their fall, $50,000 lost, fed my rise and I wore it, lines drawn unbowed. My phone buzzed, news. Parents jailed, daughter funds sister's dream. I smiled dark. Daughter. I'd felled them, evidence law, while Thalia soared. They begged, I refused. Their throne, pride's price, was mine to crush. Thalia called, voice bright. Cal, it's magic, thank you. Always, I said. You're my win. I hung up, juniper nuzzling. The shop hummed, contracts, life, my kingdom. They'd mocked duty theft while I built. Now Thalia flew their cries, ash, my music. Margot texted, forgive, dying. I typed, you died stealing. Rest. Silence. Good. Their fall complete crowned me, lines, steel, triumph. I'd drawn this, my life, her wings, and they'd rot beneath it. I raised my mug. To Thalia, I whispered. And me. The night fell, my crown, unbroken mine. They were gone, I reigned. I muttered, my lines hold. The world was mine, and I'd keep it.